Hey everybody, and welcome back to yet another episode of Just Cause 4. So in today's episode, I wanted to talk about modding. What is modding going to look like in Just Cause 4? Is it going to be pretty similar to the other games, or is it going to be bigger and better? Something in the likes of, let's say, GTA Online or the Elder Scrolls or Fallout games. So if you guys enjoyed this, and if you have any of your own ideas, please let me know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like on it. But how about we jump straight into this and let's talk about modding in Just Cause 4. As we all know, the modding scene in previous Just Cause games was not the most impressive. We obviously did get the more substantial mods, such as the Just Cause 2 and 3 multiplayer mods, which brought massive amount of free content to the games. But when it came to other mods, it mainly came down to modifying different parameters, such as fire rates, damage models, and basic vehicle and skin modifications. It was simply very difficult to implement any sort of custom models into the game and changing any sort of serious things about the game. And I believe that mainly came down to engine limitations. I'm obviously not a modder, so I can't say exactly what caused this. Maybe if you are a modder yourself, you can let me know in the comments down below. But I feel like it was very difficult to implement whole new vehicles, weapons, and player models into the game, which made for a very limited and difficult modding scene for the game, which ultimately I think just put a lot of potential modders off coming over, playing the game, and also modifying it and creating new content. But thanks to a few very dedicated modders, the game was kept alive by the community, but unfortunately that didn't attract a wider modder base, which would have ultimately resulted in more mods. Seeing how Just Cause has been a single player game all these years and appears to remain so in Just Cause 4, as there was no official announcement of a multiplayer mode, I think it'd be really important for Avalanche to release modding tools to the community. I mean, we all saw the modding scene of, let's say, Bethesda, Elder Scrolls, and Fallout games, and probably something more similar to Just Cause, which is obviously the GTA franchise. Modding scene for those games has really kept them alive. Sure, a large portion of GTA's success is GTA Online, but if we look at Skyrim and Fallout, we see hundreds of new mods being added and released on weekly basis, years after those games have been released. I feel like if you provide the community with the tools to create and add new content to the game, you'll have endless new additions, keeping the game alive and ultimately driving more sales, as it seems to be better value for money for potential customers and gamers that want to pick up the game. Because then they're simply left with the choice. If they want more additional content, they can quickly go to the website, download some easy mods, which is gonna overhaul their gameplay. I mean, look at the game, let's say like Skyrim. Skyrim is unrecognizable with some of the mods that you can install on it. You can change anything from obviously the weather, the lightning, the gameplay. You can do anything you really want in that game. If you want to run around as a fairy, you know, picking up flowers and whatnot, you can do that. If you want to be riding Thomas the Tank Engine, I'm sure you can do that as well. It's just kind of crazy fun that you can have. You obviously have role-playing mods, you have more hardcore mods and whatnot, and I feel like for many players that is the value of Skyrim. Sure, you've got a beautiful open world, but it is usually the modders that add some substantial content that really changes up the game. So seeing how a brand new engine is being introduced with Just Cause 4, hopefully that will open up the modding scene massively in the new Just Cause installment, and we can see crazy new mods make their way into the game. Anything from new vehicles, crazy new weaponry, map modifications, new characters, and obviously gameplay modifiers to make the game more exciting. I do think obviously we're gonna see the basic mods that we did see in Just Cause 3 and Just Cause 2, but I wish for something more substantial. Obviously Avalanche could go the opposite and completely limit modding. Maybe they want to just sell some more DLC or have some expansions planned, and maybe those expansions might interfere with any sort of modding. It could just basically break the game. But we don't know. We just have to kind of wait and see how this is all going to look. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Do you personally mod games? Would you like there to be a massive modding scene for Just Cause 4? Let me know in those comments down below. I'd actually love to hear from some modders as well to tell me why it was so difficult to bring new features and new models into Just Cause 3. So if you could let me know in the comments down below, that would be absolutely fantastic. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like on it, subscribe if you're new to the channel for plenty more Just Cause 4 content. I'll be doing news coverage, I'll obviously be doing gameplay once I eventually get my hands on the game. And if you haven't already, make sure to check out my Discord. The link to that is in the description. But thank you so much for watching. Hope you're gonna have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Take a goodbye. Bye 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 bye.